This time they decided to park some of their cars to block off the road here. The reason for that was to draw more attention from the people driving by. They're also doing that by cutting some of the limbs on these trees to prevent the fire from going to the treetops and then the embers from blowing then over to the other side of the road. We have Devin Nunes currently in that seat, and now 3 Democrats going up against him. So what sets these different candidates apart? That woman is also facing a child endangerment charge since there were 2 young children in the home at the time of the shooting. Also noting how much the community has really come together in the wake of this tragedy. I actually checked the GoFundMe, and during the press conference it hit $145,000. Triple digits for your 4th of July holiday, but that's not nearly as hot as the temperatures we're going to be seeing through the rest of this week and heading into next weekend. This is where the river fire is burning, right on the Madera-Mariposa county line. This video has been getting a lot of attention online, and one of the people in it says he didn't really get an explanation for why he was fired, and he thinks the video is actually positive promotion for the airport. Well, the official fireworks shows across the valley may be over, but you're probably still hearing some loud booms from illegal fireworks in the city.
Battalion 77 on scene. Confirming we do have heavy fire and smoke in the library.
On February 18th, 2020, the Porterville Fire Department was forever changed when a fire at the public library claimed the lives of 2 of their own.
There's no really words for the emotions that come from an incident like that. It's indescribable.
Firefighter Patrick Jones and Fire Captain Ray Figueroa.
This is a picture of the department as it existed before the library incident. Here's Ray. That's Patrick right there.
The department has been working through the pain ever since, while continuing to do the job that Patrick and Ray gave their lives for, protecting the people of Porterville.
We've got each other and the community's got us. So that's how we've made it through, for the most part.
And with the help of a new team member.
Shake. Good boy.
Meet Gardner, the Porterville Fire Department's therapy dog.
He is named after the first fire chief for the city of Porterville that was paid, served for 54 years, and he had a reputation of taking care of his firefighters.
A role that Gardner has gladly taken over. He was 8 weeks old when he joined the department from the Sentinel Dog program.
We actually started our program because of the incident here in Porterville.
Over the past year, Gardner has grown up in the firehouse, capturing the hearts of all the tough, brave heroes.
It doesn't necessarily have to be a critical incident for him to bring some, light into their day.
Bringing an animal to help bring that comfort, you're going to capture a lot of those folks that will help lower those stresses that are not just here in the firehouse, but that potentially carry home.
So although Gardner won't be running into any burning buildings, his job at the Porterville Fire Department is a very important one. At that press conference today, the lawyers for the family played that full unedited video. It lasts more than 15 minutes and starts while Perez is already handcuffed face down on the ground. And we do want to warn you, this video may be disturbing to watch.
Uncuff this left one here. Yeah, we got it.
Fresno police body cam video made public Friday showing the moments before the death of 41-year-old Joseph Perez in 2017. Police say a 911 caller had reported a man acting erratically and running into the street. Former police chief Andy Hall releasing a video statement before the family's press conference Friday afternoon.
As officers approached, he became uncooperative and put himself at risk again by walking into the busy roadway. Our officer set Mr. Perez down on the sidewalk, handcuffed him for his own safety, and called an ambulance.
When the ambulance arrived, Fresno police say EMTs told an officer to sit on the backboard as they strapped Perez on while he was still face down on the ground. We reached out to American Ambulance and they sent a statement reading in part, quote, regardless of who the patient may be, our goal is always to administer excellent care and to treat everyone with the same level of dignity and respect. Our job is simply to help people and save lives. This was as true for Joseph Perez as it is for anyone else, end quote. The police department says Perez was given CPR on the way to the hospital and pronounced dead when he got there.
Please.
Attorneys for the Perez family question that timeline. They say Perez was unresponsive and possibly already dead before they put him in the ambulance. The cause of death ruled compression asphyxia and classified by the coroner as homicide, noting there was also methamphetamine present in his system.
The coroner, the county of Fresno, reached that decision based on his examination of Joseph Perez's body. multiple subcutaneous under the skin bruises, indicating that excessive pressure had been put on various portions of his low back and shoulders.
The lawyers also questioning why CPR wasn't given at the scene when officers realized Perez was unresponsive. His family wants the 7 officers and deputies and 3 medical professionals who were there to be held accountable, and for their departments to provide better training so this doesn't happen to another family.
There needs to be change. I know we'll never bring Joseph back, but they need to change the way they do things. Someone needs to be held accountable for this.
And the lawyers for the family say the trial date for this case is set for May of 2022. That'll be 5 years since the death of Joseph Perez.
CBS 47's Shawna Khalafi joins us live near Elmwood and Honolulu, which has been closed all day long as crews work to clean up the damage there. Shawna.
Yeah, this fire has definitely left a big impact on the small town of Lindsay. 4 businesses completely destroyed and 4 other surrounding businesses also affected by this fire. And on top of that, they were supposed to have an outdoor market here tonight, and now that too is on hold. Fire crews were called out to Elmwood and Honolulu in downtown Lindsay around 2:15 a.m. Friday for reports of heavy smoke coming from the building. Firefighters from Visalia, Porterville, and Tulare City and County fire departments all helped battle the flames.
Being older buildings, they tend to be masonry and have plaster. On top of this, what made additional effort is the roof did collapse into the building, so that made it a little bit more difficult, challenging for the firefighters to get in there.
The fire destroyed 4 businesses, a jewelry store, a pool hall, a thrift store, and a tax business, and 4 other surrounding businesses were also affected. One of those was Landmark Realty, and a family member of the owner says all the computers and other items inside were undamaged.
What we just determined with the fire department is that wall in between those 2 businesses was very substantial, because that's the only thing that really protected the fire from burning on over.
Damage from the fire is estimated at $800,000, and the weekly outdoor market usually held in that area is also temporarily closed.
It's unfortunate that this happened during, people are trying to get back on their feet, and there's people that come out here and sell their products, and now we're going to be out, I hear, for 2 weeks. The market will be closed, and, all this can be rebuilt. But, I'm just glad nobody got hurt.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation.
And there was nobody inside or around these buildings at the time of the fire, so no injuries to any bystanders or any firefighters. Now the cleanup continues, and as you can see, there's still a lot of work left to do here. Live in Lindsay, Shawna Khalafi, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.